5:13 on your Thursday. Right now, the number of teachers in our children's classrooms is at the lowest level in nearly 50 years. Since COVID, Ohio lost nearly 17,000 people in the field of education.
So what can be done to climb out of that trench? In this morning's education station, Maureen Kyle is taking a closer look at the efforts being made.
I want to share with you my absolute delight.
These Baldwin Wallace students sit at attention in their desks in hopes of one day being the one at the front of the classroom. School districts are hanging their hopes on young adults like them that their interest goes further than graduation.
The question about degree completion, of course, is making sure that they get all the way through the end of their degree, go through the licensure process, and then come back to the Northeast Ohio region and teach.
Baldwin Wallace is one of many Ohio colleges and universities that's seen a drop in students graduating with degrees in education. In 2012, they had 102 students eligible for teaching licenses. In 2022, that number dropped to 51. We asked 6 other colleges and universities. Of those that got back to us, Bowling Green said in 2013 they had 459 graduates who went on to get a teaching license. But last year, that number dropped to 374. Ohio State University, the largest in Ohio, changed their program in 2013 to offer undergrad degrees in education and started with only 61 students graduating ready for licensure. By last year, the number was up to 307, an upward trend in an otherwise dismal forecast for the teacher shortage. But Baldwin Wallace, Dean of the College of Education and Health Sciences, Steve Ditmore, says they are working to turn those numbers around.
We have a master's degree that right now, if people were to apply for, they could get a free master's degree, completely paid for through grants and scholarships, that would allow them to get the requisite pedagogy and teaching information that they need in order to effectively run a classroom.
Ditmore hopes that gets people who have either left the profession or have work experience in another field to go into teaching. It's a network the Ohio Education Association is also hoping to tap into. Director Scott DeMauro says Ohio has twice as many licensed professionals in the state of Ohio than we do actually in the classroom. And recently passed House Bill 554 aims to remedy that.
House Bill 554 is a positive step. What it does is it makes it a little bit easier for people that have already had a license, may have gotten a teaching license and never used it.
He says it essentially removes the red tape of getting back into education, but the reasons why teachers left still aren't solved.
Right now, students who are going through an education program have to pay full tuition and aren't, in many cases, allowed to have a side job when they're student teaching. We believe that's wrong, that's backwards, and so we're advocating for paying our student teachers as a way of providing paid internships as an entry point into the profession.
Maureen Kyle, 3 News.
And DeMauro says it's not all about pay for these teachers who left. In Ohio, teachers' pay gap isn't as bad as other states. He says nationwide, teachers make 25% less than graduates going into other fields. But in Ohio, it's more like 14.4%. And Dave and Holly, a lot of it is a teacher burnout because, you know, they went through a lot when it comes to the pandemic, a lot of pressures and a lot of things that they had to adjust. And people like, hey, I'm done with this. And I have to be babysitter as well as teaching and all of the pressures that are put upon them. So that's why a number of people left the profession.
Boy, and talk about a profession that, you know, we do not want to see this happen.
No,
Right.
and can't say enough about, you know.
But as far as a remedy, though, you hear free masters. I mean, that's definitely, you know, they're trying to find a way to solve the problem, no question.
Right, and a number of school districts also do, you know, they pay for the degree. So you can come in and become like a teacher's aide, and then you can go to school and they will reimburse you for your tuition.